Right, good morning to you here from just outside Kirkcudbright in Dumfries and Galway in southwest Scotland. A very good morning to you. Hope you're having a good start to your, what day is it today? It's Tuesday, and the sun is shining. We've got a beautiful day in tap across the majority of the UK, with the exceptions of up by the northwest Highlands as well as across southern parts of England. It's all ahead of the next boundary, the next frontal system that's moving in from the Atlantic. We're going to be seeing an increase in south and southwest winds, even southeasterly winds, and also a period of rain as well. So we've got a pattern at the moment, folks, where we've got high pressure remaining across the majority of Europe. That's providing pretty settled conditions. Actually, if you're interested in the weather, it's quite a benign and boring pattern, but it's certainly a mild pattern, and it's providing good mild temperatures, settled weather for the majority of the continent, in fact. And that's why we're seeing very little in the way of cold air across Europe at the moment. Because of the high pressure, it's deflecting all the weather systems away from the heart of Europe. We are seeing, of course, some trickling of cooler air, and I will say cooler rather than actually colder, for parts of Eastern Europe, across Russia, down through the Ukraine, Bulgaria, Romania, into Turkey as well, of course. The site where the earthquake was, we've been seeing rain, snow, cold temperatures. That's all indicative of a trough that's hanging over far western Asia, as well as the extreme east of Europe. But like I say, the majority of the continent remains under high pressure, and that's pumping very mild air up from North Africa. Across the UK at the moment, we're seeing such a pattern. The actual areas of low pressure, there's an active storm train out in the Atlantic, folks, but we're actually not seeing those lows cross over the UK. We're getting glancing blows. Yes, we're getting the frontal systems, we're getting rain, we're getting wind at times, but we're not actually seeing these centres of low pressure move across the UK, and it's all thanks to the high pressure over Europe at the moment. What we are seeing though, and I find this interesting, is the fact that the frontal systems associated with these areas of low pressure are in fact north-south oriented on the map. If you notice on your weather map in the BBC, you'll see the orientation of these fronts that are providing the rain as well as the enhancement of the wind as well. That north-south orientation, folks, is what's allowing the eastern parts of Scotland as well as England drier. The mountains of the Pennines up through the Grampians and the Highlands of Scotland is actually acting as a block and actually stopping the rain. It's weakening the front as it presses across the UK. It's actually quite a locked pattern at the moment. The past few weeks we've been seeing that. We're also seeing, as the fronts make their approach into the UK, we're actually seeing temperatures rise. We're seeing very mild conditions. Yesterday we've seen Kinloss up in the Moray coast of Scotland, away up just east of Inverness, 19.3 Celsius, very close to the record for the 31st of October for anywhere in the UK, the record being 19.4. The reason for that is the south winds that are blowing is pulling in very mild air from the south, and what that's doing is it's actually crossing over the Grampian Mountains of central Scotland, and as the downslope we've got clear skies, sunnier conditions, but we've also got enhancement from what's called compressional warming. It's a moderate and modest type of downslope warming. It's not what you would see across the Rocky Mountains of the United States, where we see tremendous amounts of warmth. But certainly we do get some of that influence here in Scotland, and that's why we seen 19.3 yesterday up in Kinloss. Now we're going to be seeing another frontal system rattle through, and that will get rid of the sunshine and the settled weather. We're going to see a return to milder conditions as well. It's cooled off slightly across Scotland today with clear skies, but we are going to see a return to even milder air in the latter part of this week. We might even see temperatures rival what we've seen there yesterday, and that would actually be a November record, I believe, for whether it be Scotland or the UK. I'm not 100% sure, but certainly over the next week or so, I see the continuation of the milder pattern. Once we break down the ridge across Europe, then we could be looking at a more active pattern in terms of areas of low pressure, more storms, weather conditions than we're already seeing, and it would actually give places like Ireland and western parts of the mainland of the UK a break from the persistency of the rain. The fact that the front isn't able to just rattle through as normal because of the block and the high pressure over Europe, it means to say we're seeing more persistency in the rain across places like the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland and the west coast of both England through Wales up into Scotland. But standing here from just outside Kirkcudbright in Dumfries and Galloway, hope you're having a terrific day wherever you are today, and continue to keep checking back to the blog for the latest updates. Have a good one. Bye bye.